Saki.
So, in the past, I've talked a lot about how I enjoy, I guess, the dark, evil, maybe just bad guys, or antagonists in Thomas and Friends. I still think those words are a bit harsh, too. We're talking about talking trains in a happy little world. What do you mean, bad guys? Well, more I mean the characters who don't really fit into that definition, or into that happy little world. It just so happens two of my favorite are the Ironworks Twins, the oily, very turdy diesels we see work in the scrapyard. And today I thought it'd be fun to go over the overall story, I guess biography, what exactly is behind these two guys, and what exactly makes them that way in my opinion. And just maybe you'll learn or will understand the two just a bit more after it. So, yeah, with all that being said, let's just jump into it. So starting off, as I said before, Arry and Bert are twins, being not only the same class, a BR Class 08, but also in the same livery and overall just kind of looking the same as well. The way you typically tell them apart is Bert is the one that's more unshaven. And being Class 08s, we know a little bit about how they work as well. These engines are sixth-wheeled shunters, and that's usually what you'd find the two doing anyways. Shunting long lines of scrap or mine cars for some reason, usually into longer trains for other engines to come and get. It's not unheard of to see these two pulling their own trains, however, should the workload need it, but it also probably wouldn't get done very quickly, given their basis or the Class 08 itself can't go over 30 miles per hour. But hey, we still see them do it. It's also worth noting they're not exactly like the Class 08 either, as they don't have the ladders on the front like Diesel does. This is often lost on some merch though. Now, from the beginning, these two are posed as very antagonistic. Their first appearance being in Stepney Gets Lost, when they attempt to send Stepney the Bluebell engine to the scrapper itself. Stepney would be saved at the last second by the Fat Controller, but that doesn't mean the two changed tunes at all. Following that, we'd see how the two often play tricks on other engines, and overall act very villainous when steam engines are a part of the equation. For this, a good example is middle engines, where they shunt trucks in front of and behind Percy, later leading him to be sent up a coal tipper. They do the same thing to James in the same episode, and in another, scared Fergus so bad he ran away from the Ironworks. An engine who was very set in his ways of following the rules was absolutely terrified by these two, and just dipped. We'd see them bully Neville, just overall be jerks. They weren't characters you were really meant to like, and often the other characters just plain didn't, for pretty solid reasons. This doesn't mean they were always on the laughing side though. At times their ways would backfire, like in Halloween, when the two basically spend the night trying to scare Thomas and Emily, only to be scared by Emily right along with Thomas. Yeah, that was a silly episode. It's one of my favorites, though. It may be silly, it's still one of my favorites, so what? Yeah, basically they all thought Emily was an actual ghost. We'd see this when they scared Percy with their loud horns, only to be scared right back. Calling Thomas stinky, only to be covered in cheese themselves. Yeah, karma seemingly found a way to pay the two out just as much. The two were also a part of the cavalcade that took over the Steamworks in Day of the Diesels, very much continued their rude ways into the CGI era. But it would also be revealed the two have a somewhat softer side. We see this when Thomas is, well, for lack of a better term, blackmailing Diesel to act better for the day, after finding out he has a liking to a group of ducklings. If you know Diesel, you know that's not really his MO, to care about things in any capacity, or just be a good guy. So Thomas basically says he has to be kind, otherwise his big bad persona goes bye-bye to his friends. His big plan is to embarrass him in front of Arry and Bert, and eventually he tries to do that, only for Arry and Bert to pretty much be the exact same as Diesel. Yeah, in the end, they aren't much different. I kind of love that, me too. I can't say I like people too much, but animals, they usually get the pass, that's nice. The two may be antagonistic, they may be overall pretty asshole-ish in how they are and who they are. That doesn't mean that's all they are though, and damn sure the two aren't forgettable. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, guys and gals, non-binary pals, well, that's the backstory to two of my favorite bad guys. Hopefully you can see why the two not only deserve the title, but maybe why they're also some of my favorites as well. Some of the better ones to hold that antagonistic role at the same time. And on that note, who's next. If there's any other characters you'd like me to talk about or go over in a shorter video, be sure to let me know in the comments. I can't lie, I really enjoy getting to go back and, you know, see why exactly I love these characters in the first place. So comment anybody, you know, I'm probably down to do it. SC Ruffy, there's probably not much, but I'd try. Yes! Yes! Really quick, huge shout out and thank you to my patrons for making videos like this possible. If you want to join these beautiful people on screen, be sure to check the link in the description. You get videos early, you get projects early, or get to see them before everyone else does. And every now and then there's a giveaway or something, so if you ever want to support the channel, that's a good way to do so. If not, subscribe. Are you subscribed right now? If not, you could subscribe. Are you not subscribed? Why? I mean, we can talk about it. I'll wait. I'm just sitting here.